Good evening, guys. Vila here from Flat 29, back by popular demand, another Clash of Clans instructional video. Now, a lot of you guys probably are aware that you've actually got a second base now. Just so I can show you guys, let me just stock up on this. If you click on this little boat here, it takes you straight across the water into your builder base, which you can build up. It's got a lot of differences in comparison to your normal town hall base. Now, with your normal town hall base, it works in some similar ways. So you collect your gold, you collect your elixir, you purchase things with it. You have to wait for those things to build up. Now, you do actually get this guy here though, which is the clock tower. Now, your clock tower, as you can see here, my boost duration is now 8 minutes, so you can increase the levels of this, and it allows everything that's happening in your base, whether it's troop production or whether it's building time, whatever it is, elixir mining, gold mining, will increase the speed of that. Also, because of the amount of hit points it has, it's a good thing to kind of stop the bad guys getting into your base, so they'll focus on your clock tower, and hopefully your troops will be able to pick them off while they're doing it. Now, of course, you've got your usual research facilities as well. You are slightly limited with the amount of troops that you can have in comparison, but that's absolutely fine. It does take a while to get up to that higher level in order to get this guy on the end here, which is it's kind of like a super pecker, which is amazing. You've got these ladies here, who are absolutely fantastic. As you can see, I've upgraded these ladies quite a lot. So your night witches, what they actually do is they attack via the ground. By using this wand here, and also they spawn bats which attack the enemies from the air. Now, they're who I'm actually going to be focusing on today, but I will tell you as well, of course, you've got your barbarians. Now, your barbarians actually have a rage special ability. Now, what that means is when they first get spawned onto the enemy base, they are automatically raged, so they will charge the base and they will start attacking with everything they've got. Now, I can increase the level of these guys when I've increased the level of my builder hall. Of course, you've got your giants as well. Now, their special ability is a power punch, which essentially means that, as you can see here, the special ability, power punch, first attack deals 500% damage. Okay, now that's going to take you a good 5 days to increase that. Okay, so as you can see by everything in Clash of Clans, when you start getting to the higher levels, it does take a long time in order to upgrade things. Now, you've got these guys here, which are quite cool. They're a little bit like wall breakers, but instead of committing suicide and kamikazing their base, running into walls, what they actually do is they stand there and they launch bombs at not just the walls, troops, whatever's in their way, they'll destroy it. The only bad thing about these guys is you can't put them somewhere and expect them to take a certain route. If there is anything, whether it is a wall, another troop, whatever, they will go for whatever is closest. Okay, so don't expect them just to focus on walls or just to focus on specific buildings. They will go for absolutely anything. These guys are quite cool as well. So you've got cannons, mobile cannons. They're a little bit weak. When they do get destroyed, they've got this last stand ability. I don't know if you guys have played Call of Duty, but as you know, when you've got your last stand, you're close to defeat, yet you can pop off a few more rounds, and that's what these guys will do. They can have that cut short by being hit further times, or their health bar will slowly decrease until they disappear. These guys as well, what they do is they essentially, it's a balloon like in your normal town hall, but instead of dropping bombs, they drop skeletons, and they'll drop them in bursts. Quite a good distraction, but of course they can get destroyed quite easily. you know, by any kind of air defense. And you'll find on the builder base there is a lot of air defense. Okay. Of course, you've got your archers as well. They have a special ability which allows them to cloak themselves, so they're actually invisible for the first few seconds of the round. So you can put them by real high damage dealing defences, and they can take those out before they appear. So that's pretty good. Of course, you've got your gargoyles as well. These guys are quite cool. I don't really use these guys that often. As you can tell by the level, I've only got these guys on level 4. I might look into increasing that and just kind of seeing what they can do. I've seen a few people attack with them, and of course if you spawn a lot of them, then they're going to do a hell of a lot of damage. You've got your baby dragons as well, and they also have a tantrum ability. So if they're on their own, essentially it increases their damage by 60%. Of course you can increase that level, as you can see here, and the damage will be increased to 80%. So I imagine when you've got quite a few of these guys, if you're doing them one at a time or at separate areas of the enemy base, then they're going to cause quite a bit of damage, which is great. So yeah, so that's enough about those guys. What I'm actually going to show you guys today is a few little battle tactics. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump straight into some battles here, and I'm just going to kind of show you exactly what it is that I do on my battle strategies, just to kind of show you guys you know, exactly what it's all about. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the clock tower, and I'm going to get my free boost. So with your free boost, mine lasts for 8 minutes, and we're going to see how many battles we can do within that time. So let's get that going. Click on attack. Now what you'll notice with this is it doesn't give you an option to skip through different towns. It will just choose one for you. Now as you can see with this guy, you've got what's called the roaster at the front here. I wonder if I can show you that, which is here. So this little guy here, really devastating when it comes to air attack, unfortunately. Now this guy's got some pretty heavy walls going on at the back here. What I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to start, I don't normally do this actually, to be quite honest with you, but I'm actually going to start with spawning these ladies over here and just kind of show you what these ladies can do. So they will spawn all these bats, and hopefully they'll take out their defences before they even get close. I'm going to go in over here with my war machine, which I'll give you a little bit of info on as well in a moment, and I'm also going to chuck these guys down here as well because they're a great deterrent. Unfortunately this big cannon here is probably, if it can be quick enough, it's probably going to wipe out all these ladies. Yeah, there you go, they're all gone, which is unfortunate because they are my main form of attack. So yeah, not going too well on this one. But I'm hoping I'm going to be able to show you a little bit more of a kind of basic base design to kind of go against. This is actually a bit of a strange base to attack, but there you go. My fault entirely. They're gone. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to see if they've beaten me percentage wise, and it looks as if they defeated my town hall and beat me by 4%. So let's have a look at the next battle. Okay guys, so let's have a look here. So we've got the roaster down here, really good against air attack, and of course we've got the mortar here, which sends out 4 gigantic cannonballs. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to chuck this guy here because he is the strongest, and I'm going to put the giants there as well. Whilst these guys are getting busy with their thing, I'm going to put down my my witches here, and hopefully they're going to take out quite a lot of the other stuff. Unfortunately, although the war machine does regenerate, you'll normally find he'll get destroyed before you get a chance, especially if you put him down in a heavily guarded area. Now, giants are really good because they will take a lot of flak. You know, as long as everything is focusing on them, then these ladies can do their job, which is take on everything else in the base. Unfortunately, that roaster is still going strong, which essentially means my air defense is useless against it. But the great news is we've already got 2 stars, which is normally a win. My base is pretty well built, so the likelihood of them getting past my defences is quite slim. So 53%, not too bad. Let's see how the other guys did. As you can see, I beat them. They didn't even get 50% and didn't destroy my builder base. So let's have a look at the next one, see what we can do here. Okay, so this base here, you've got a few things in the corners, which is always helpful to know. I am going to keep away from that roaster because it is so devastating as far as damage is concerned. I'm going to pop this guy down here along with my giants, and I'm also going to pop these ladies over here. Seems to be my kind of method, really. Protect the ladies. You know, chivalry isn't dead, especially in Clash of Clans, and as you can see, those bats are going to tear through those defences whilst they're focusing on the big guys. This guy's special ability, of course, is his hammer. It's kind of almost like a hammer of Thor, really, and it's kind of, you know, increases the amount of damage that it performs. So as you can see, these ladies are kind of tearing through everything. They're coming across the roaster now, so unless they destroy that pretty quickly, oh thank God, they normally get destroyed pretty quick. Now, air defense will clear up those bats, so unfortunately they're not going to last that much longer, but as you can see again, typically 2 stars, 60%. Let's see how the other guys did against my base. And we've won again. That's 100,000 gold, 100,000 elixir. They only got 32% and only the 1 star. So let's have another go and see what happens. So, okay, so we've got the roaster there again. Really hate that roaster. Obviously it's great to have one, but when you're going against it, not so good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start this side, and I'm also going to chuck my giants down here. I'm going to put my ladies over here. Hopefully they'll take out that mortar before it causes too much damage. Now the great thing is this big guy here, the War Machine, really good at handling spring traps and also mines as well. Any mines, they don't really phase him, which is great. We've destroyed that mortar, so that's a bonus. Now these ladies should, unless they go around this side here, they should hopefully cut in and destroy the builder base, which they're not going to, which is a little bit disappointing. But there you go, and of course we've got that roaster attacking absolutely everything, and they're not going to last too long, so a little bit of a fail on my part there. Now we might get some kind of... No, it's all kind of gone there. We were quite close to destroying the builder base, but not quite. So yeah, this will happen, especially if you've got close-knit defences in a base. So 38%. I don't know if we'll get the ability to watch these guys attack me, but I imagine they're probably tearing through my base. So they're on 45%, which is, you know, pretty good going. As I said, my base is, you know, it's pretty tight knit. These guys don't last that long. There you go. There was a cannon there on a last stand, and they're gone. So if I had done a little bit better, I could have quite easily have won that one. So a little bit disappointing. There you go, it lets you know with that disappointing music. Let's give it another go and see what we get. Now, it's the more spread out bases which I prefer to attack. Reason being is, well, they just seem easier to destroy, really. So I'm going to plonk this guy down here, I'm going to put these guys over here, and these ladies are going to go here. Now, do watch out, though, because sometimes they will pop mines in the corners because they know that this is what you're going to do. So sometimes if their base is quite close to the corner, it's always worth putting your War Machine guy down there first. And let's get rid of that mortar. As you can see, my War Machine's taking a lot of beating, and he's gone. That cannon normally wipes them out pretty quick. It's quite good to get rid of that guy first, but people know that, so they're going to heavily defend that guy. So I'm hoping that the roaster is going to be distracted by bats, and there we go, yes he is, so that's brilliant. So we've got 2 stars, so we're on for a win, which is excellent. Now hopefully the bats can wipe out everything before these ladies get killed, and yeah, so you've got plenty of bats there. So as you can see, there's a massive swarm going ahead, and they're just tearing through absolutely everything. Of course, you've got your rocket defense, you've got your hidden Teslas still, and your archers, which are going to take out... Oh, it looks like it's going to be 100%, guys. How about that? Now, that's what I like to see. That's what I was hoping I was going to get every time, showing you guys. But as you know, Clash of Clans, you never know. There we go, victory. They didn't even get 1 star, which is brilliant. So yeah, we've still got another battle to go. So I'm not going to waste it. Although it does look like it may be a lose because they have a really, really well put together base. As you can see, their roaster is protecting their town hall along with that cannon there as well, which does a lot of damage. And of course, you've got crushers here as well. Any barbarians go in there, those crushers will actually destroy them straight away. They haven't got a chance, not even an opportunity. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put these guys down here. Just kind of see how things go. I'm going to pop my ladies over here, actually, not straight behind, because I know that that roaster is going to kick off, and I know that their mortar's going to kick off as well. I'd rather keep them away from it. Doesn't mean that I'll be more successful. My war machine is pretty much gone. There you go. He didn't last 5 seconds. Bats have just destroyed the roaster. They're going for the mortar as well, so that's a good sign. I need that cannon gone, because if that cannon starts shooting at these ladies, they will die pretty much instantly. They may take a couple of hits, but generally it's quite devastating, especially when you've got other things going on as well. Now, what I would like for them to do is stay away from that cannon, and just spawn their builder base with bats. Of course, we've got these guys over here protecting that, so they may not last that long. And there we go, we've lost the last one there. I don't think we're gonna... No, we didn't quite make it. We do have another witch here. She's still spawning. Hopefully she'll get the opportunity. I didn't check what her health was actually, but hopefully we'll get the opportunity for her to attack their builder base. We might be able to take it out. We might be able to. All depending on... Oh yeah, no, we might be okay. We might be okay, guys. Yes, there we go. 2 stars. That's what we need. If you get 2 stars and you've got a good base, the chances are you're going to win. It's not always the case. Look at this now. We've probably lost. Oh, it was a draw. You will get that on this as well. So we both got 56%. And 2 stars, so that will happen. Now, of course, you have to finish training your guys. Normally, this will take 2-3 minutes, or depending on how many camps you have. But of course, if you've got that clock tower going, it speeds it up straight away, so you're able to battle and then battle again. So that's brilliant. So if we have a look here, so I actually need 2,700,000 to increase these ladies, which is exactly what I'm after. Unfortunately, I need to increase my elixir storage first, but of course I wanted to save up before, whilst I was saving up to increase that as well, which I will do eventually. It's good to have the full elixir. As far as I'm aware, they can't actually loot your base, so you'll get your winnings, but there's not actually loot taken from your base. Now, I'm going to give you a little bit more information about this base as well. So, of course, you've got air bombs, which will carry essentially a barrel of TNT towards their air troops. Now, you've got these tasty little mines here. Now, mine are, relatively good level. Of course, you've got big mines. We've got a big one over here as well, which are really good. Now, this guy's pretty interesting as well. Now, you've got a guard post. If I was to upgrade that, it would actually give me 4 defense troops, which are there essentially waiting. It's a little bit like having a clan castle. So they're essentially waiting for an attack, and they will just kind of charge, really. Now, I keep these guys together, my firecrackers, which send rockets towards their air defense. The reason being is because one thing you don't want to do is have the embarrassment of air units destroying your air defense. So I find by putting 2 or 3 of them together, they can kind of protect each other, which is always good. Archer tower, you can also decrease the height of your archer tower, which will decrease the distance in which they will fire, but it will increase the speed that they attack, which is really good. Of course, you've got your usual cannons as well. Now, this is the bad boy I was talking about. It's the roaster. Now, good hit points, damage per second 45, burst fire of 15 shots, and damage per hit is 12. So they're really, really, really good. They will target absolutely anything and they will tear through it. So brilliant. This is my giant cannon here. Still only a level 1. I will increase it at some point, but because it is only kind of mono-directional, it will pinpoint one enemy, it will load, it takes time, then it will fire. If it fires and that enemy has been destroyed, you've almost kind of wasted that shot. Excuse me. So, yeah, so what you'll find is a lot of people will look at your base and they'll think, where's the best place to get in? Okay, generally anybody that puts any troop here on my base, that troop will make its way around here and find itself landing on my push traps. Now my push traps, as you can see, they will land here next to my crusher, and the crushers hopefully will destroy them. I've got a couple of hidden Teslas here which have actually saved my base on numerous occasions. I've had it where they've come in from this side, which is quite a difficult thing to do really, because these guys take take some damage, especially when you've got these and this guy kind of helping out as well. If they do make it here, normally it's their war machine which they'll place down after their troops have attacked. These hidden Teslas, they will do the damage that is needed to be done. So there you go, guys. Just kind of wanted to show you the builder base, show you a little bit of my tactics and what I do when I attack bases, how often wins can occur on this. As you can see, it's quite a lot. You will get the odd lose, the odd draw as well. I get more draws than losses on this, all depending on how you put your base together and of course how you use your troops. You don't just want to go in guns blazing, you want to have a look at specific defense such as your roaster, your cannon, etc., and of course your mortar, and you want to kind of attack accordingly really. You won't always get it right, but that's the builder base. I think it's a brilliant idea. I'm glad that they've put this in. I'm really, really interested to see what Supercell do again with Clash of Clans and any more of their updates. I know that we've got the Halloween mods coming out soon, which they do every year. I'm hoping there'll be a lot of cool kind of challenges and things like that that you can get to, and make some real loot on those as well. Now, what I'm going to do, of course, I'm going to keep putting these videos out for you guys. Any kind of tips or anything like that you need, if you've got any questions about Clash of Clans, any other games or anything like that, let me know. Please subscribe, and until next time, guys, I'm Velo, and this is Flat 29.